Why is it that when our skin is pierced, or when our favorite mug shatters on the floor, we feel a sting of distress? Have you ever wondered why we are so deeply affected by these seemingly mundane physical occurrences? To answer these intriguing questions, we turn to the wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita. According to the Bhagavad Gita, an ancient Indian spiritual text, the root of our distress lies in our attachment and identification with the physical world. It teaches us that our true essence is not the body, which is temporary and subject to change, but the soul, also known as the Atman, which is eternal, unchanging, and beyond physical sensations or emotional turmoil. When we feel pain from an injury or distress from the damage of our possessions, it is because we are identifying too closely with our physical self or external objects. This identification gives rise to attachment, making our peace and happiness dependent on the state of these external entities. The Bhagavad Gita in chapter 2, verses 62 and 63, outlines the chain reaction that follows attachment. It begins with desire, which, left unchecked, leads to anger, and further entangles us in the cycle of suffering. The antidote, according to the Gita, is the cultivation of detachment and self-realization. It encourages us to recognize our true identity as the soul, separate from the physical body and material possessions. This realization can lead to a state of equanimity, a state of inner peace and joy that remains undisturbed by physical pain, loss, or changes in the material world. The Gita offers practical advice on how to shift our identification from the physical to the spiritual. It suggests engaging in practices that reduce our attachment to the physical and material aspects of existence, such as meditation, selfless service, devotion, and the pursuit of spiritual knowledge. Through these practices, we can gradually shift our focus away from the transient physical world and toward the eternal, unchanging nature of the soul. This shift in perspective can significantly reduce the emotional impact of physical pain and material loss. In summary, the Bhagavad Gita teaches us that our distress over physical pain or material loss is rooted in our identification with and attachment to the physical world. By recognizing our true identity as the soul and cultivating detachment through spiritual practices, we can achieve a state of equanimity, reducing our suffering and finding peace amidst the impermanence of the physical world.